I would beat his ass straight up. I could prove it now.
Okay. Yes.
I mean,
Let's go.
ladies first.
Perfect. Why did you guys start Diverge Fitness, and why are you focusing on gamers?
I've been playing football since I was a little kid, so I've always been doing some kind of sports. But I remember when I was around 13 years old, and I was a very big kid. And I remember that I was at a point in my life where I wasn't really happy with myself. I was lacking confidence. So I decided to make a change. So I started dieting at a very young age, and I started running every day. And I started noticing huge results in, first of all, my energy levels, my physique, as well as my confidence and just my overall happiness. It's given me a more positive outlook on life in a lot of aspects, and it's also helped me be more structured. The reason why, for me, why I wanted to do Diverge Fitness with Daniel here, I know what it's done for me, and I know that we can use our experience. You know, Daniel, you're obviously a professional coach, as well as, you know, my experiences and also my knowledge, so that I can combine and balance the two things that I love and just give people that same happiness.
We have the gaming and we have the fitness, and we just thought, like, why not try to do something, you know, the best from both worlds, really. That's at least why I also started it, right? But we kind of had this similar, like, I mean, we met each other when we were, what, 8 years old?
Yeah.
That's
And,
actually my next question. So how did you guys meet?
Oh, okay, sure. I mean, we met in school, right? And at the start, we were just really just hanging out, playing Guitar Hero.
Yes.
Actually, maybe that was the game that got us together.
It was. Guitar Hero was like what connected us.
Yeah.
Because naturally, we're both good at video games, and it's hard to find someone that's like, as you know, weird flex, but I was good at video games. And
Yeah, we two were the only ones that played on Expert.
yeah, that's what I mean. It was very hard to find similar skilled people in our friend group, you know. They were always like, you know, they weren't as good as us. And
We also
it was-
just, our
that's what-
mind, like, we hated to lose.
Yeah, of course.
Like, we actually wanted to beat each other. You beat me, I got better. I beat you, you got better.
It's true. You know, we were. I remember you were doing Thai boxing. I was playing football.
Yeah.
But later we started running a lot together.
Yeah. Back then, we actually always wanted to be a little bit more muscular, I guess you could say.
Was very skinny back then, but I like to hold a little bit of muscle personally. Yeah.
But in terms of our goal, we did the complete wrong, right? We wanted more muscle, but we
were
ran
running
like 10
and
kilometers every day.
Yeah.
And we were eating like rice and chicken
yeah.
and not more than this. The whole
yeah.
day.
I mean, that's what we did, right?
We thought that was right.
Yeah, we went and like ran and trained like so much, and
Yeah,
then we
it
went
was
to
crazy.
the nearest grocery store, and we got like a freezing dish,
Yeah.
like tikka masala, and it was like 400 calories.
Top
or something.
400.
Yeah, and we were like like we were eating so little in comparison to how much we were training. Obviously, that was not the right way of going about it.
We just didn't know better.
Nah, we obviously
Like-
learned a lot from that, but it's.
I think we didn't see results, and then we started to go a little bit on Google, right? We started to
start
obtain
doing
information.
research. Yeah.
How do you keep staying motivated with your fitness journey?
I would say that I'm not. Like, there's ups and downs in terms of motivation, but at the end of the day, what I think that you really need to look at is like a routine, right? Like adapting healthy habits into your life. There are times where I have more time. You know, sometimes we have to do like, you know, an event, or we have to game intense stuff, or, you know, I'm busy with my work. Then of course it's hard to like go up and get like a really good leg workout, you know, and smash it 2 hours a day and train 6 times a week. I mean, it does happen that there is other priorities, but
just kind of go with the flow, and I guess do your best, right?
And I mean, at the end of the day, I would never go away from doing exercising in my life, even if, and the days that are hard, I mean, there's never a day where you're like, I'm demotivated. And then if you end up going, I have never heard a single time where one person regretted that they went to the gym. They're happy that they went to the gym. And I think it's important that you think back on why you started in the first place. What was the reason for that? And I think that needs to drive you. And I think it's important that you have short-term goals as well as long-term goals, but short-term goals that keeps you accountable and that gives you something to look for and something to drive towards. I think that's super important.
Like, try not to be too depending on motivation. Like, create some sort of system or schedule that makes you, go to the gym on even days when you're not really that motivated. Because if you only, show up to things when you're motivated, like imagine if you only showed up to work when you were motivated, you would get fired within a week.
Or school.
Or school, you would get kicked out, like me and him actually. Ride the wave, and when it's down, try to maybe lower your expectation bar a little bit. Instead of going 5 times this week, go 2 times. That's also fine.
Just another additional thing that can help is that maybe have a person to go with, a partner,
like the accountability.
A friend.
Yeah.
There are days where your friend is not motivated. You're there to
exactly
take him up and
make sure he
shows up, because he doesn't want to not show up and then feel bad that he left his friend alone, and like the other way around. You're there for each other, you motivate each other. So I think having a second person, friend, partner, family member, whatever it is, support each other along the way.
And usually it's even just getting out of the door that's the hardest part. Usually when you're there with your buddy, you hype each other up, and once you start the workout, it all turns out pretty good at the end, I guess.
Routine, it becomes a routine eventually.
True.
The beginning is always the hardest part. Getting started.
True. So real short answer, try not to rely too much on motivation, I guess. Try to rely more on habits and a strong system that will get you going on days where you maybe don't feel like to.